It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on the Jaguars, leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jaguars and the Chargers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 54 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now this throw caught left side. It's a big play for the Jaguars, and even 50 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Olsen, and he's able to find Wallace. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he caught it up! Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
That's good for 28 yards.
I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Off the play fake, Olsen.
A quick throw there is incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Looking to throw. Olsen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
They'll run on first down. Parker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. On the completion, this is Carey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nichols. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 9 now. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Taylor. Touchdown, Chargers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Olsen got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's complete to Laporta.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
1st and 10, Taylor now. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Olsen, he finds his man, complete. That's Wallace. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Parker, he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Olsen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Nichols.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
On 1st down, Olsen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Olsen.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle they go. It's Parker, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nichols.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Nichols. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some space here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Olsen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Olsen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Parker, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Olsen. He finds Parker. It'll be a gain of 5,
And it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Back to throw again. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 36. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peters. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And now out come the Jags. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He's got it up to the 15, showing off some fancy footwork there on the play. 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
to throw. Olsen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Olsen.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3. Back now in Jacksonville. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Olsen.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
For the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. On the completion, this is Carey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Nichols. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Simpson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Now a give to Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Olsen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Olsen. He's able to find Wallace. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down. Olsen. Olave holds it in. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Olsen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Looking to throw. Olsen. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, Olsen. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Olsen. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. To throw on 3rd down, Olsen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Olsen. He'll find Gibson here complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen. And that went to the right side and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Olsen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on 1st down. Olsen. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Olsen. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week.